Hey guys, it's Jojo93. So I just got done watching The Flash, Season 8, Episode 18. We are now 2 episodes away. So now we are basically in the final stages of The Flash. Episode 19 and Episode 20 will be a 2-part finale. So, and of course 20 being the more finale episode, but they're supposed to both be connecting to this big finale. So this episode's interesting, okay? A lot of cool things happen in it, but there are a couple negatives that we have to address as well. So, starting out the video, all I will say is, like Black Mask said in Birds of Prey, fuck. Like, that's seriously my thoughts on this episode right now. So, good things, bad things, interesting things. We will talk about that all right now. So, this episode of The Flash, we continue training Mia Dearden, just Mia, right? And she is a newer character that in the comics becomes a speeder, but the twist becomes a speedster. But the twist in this episode is she gets infused with the negative speed force, so she's affecting Barry in interesting ways. We see a new variant. Sorry, that's not Marvel. We see a new aberration of Thawne. Barry thinks that Thawne is Thawne that we know. So he goes and sees Thawne and finds out it's not him. And then throughout the episode, he keeps trying to prove he's wrong. But then when he sees that Thawne's willing to sacrifice everything for the love of his life, then he knows that this isn't the right Thawne, because he would never do that. So then we get this storyline with John Diggle, where we finally find out what's going on with the glowing box, we'll call it. But as we know, pretty much the storyline that we thought we were getting is not what we got. So let's talk about everything. Let's talk about this whole thing. Okay, so first, let's talk about the negative I have of this episode. Okay, so we waited for 2 fucking years for this John Diggle storyline to be resolved. And we get to see the cosmos and space and all these different voices that have been talking to him. And it's not set up for John Diggle at all. That there is no Green Lantern ring. It's just, oh, this is an alternate power for Thawne so he can get his speed back. The fuck? Fuck. Why? Like, this is so frustrating. Like, this episode is a double-edged sword, guys. On the one hand, I love a lot of the stuff that sets up for the finale with Thawne, and now we got stuff going on with Caitlin and Killer Frost. That storyline's still going on. I'm interested in those. Cecile gets her powers upgraded. That could be interesting for the team, and they look like this, and she's doing some pretty interesting things, so that could go some pretty interesting places. But on the other hand, my boy Diggle is not getting to be Green Lantern. So that's a mistake in my opinion. I really was disappointed about that. It's really a mistake, and that I really don't feel good about the fact that we're losing John Diggle's opportunity to become Green Lantern. I know he's going to appear in Superman and Lois, so hopefully there's still a chance that they could do the Green Lantern story, maybe. Because I know David Ramsey was interesting. Maybe COVID changed their plans with that. We'll have to wait and see. We do get a Superman and Lois episode later with him in it, so hopefully we'll get more clarity when that comes out. We also are supposed to be getting a John Diggle spin-off show where he's kind of like Young Justice, but he's like their mentor. So hopefully that could lead somewhere. And like I said, the motivation for the story was good. Like, it's not a bad written story. It's just sad that the build-up just ends with it being a device for the villain, and it never really was about Diggle. Because we had assumed that all this green energy stuff was going to lead to the Green Lantern Corps. But I guess with that HBO Max show, maybe plans have changed. So anyway, guys, this episode had some cool action sequences, had some big twists. I'm going to give this episode of The Flash a 7.5. I want to give it an 8 because it's a really good episode, but I got to take off the point for the way they fucked with the Diggle storyline. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Alright, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.